A little light was shining softly through your hair. You didn't say forever, you didn't say goodbye. You only gave me that old smile and walked into the night. The last time I saw your smile, I didn't know it was the last. I thought we'd meet again someday, like all the days we had. The last time I saw your smile still lives somewhere in my heart. Some memories never disappear, no matter how far apart. I sometimes take that old road where we used to walk at night. The little cafe is still there under the yellow light. I wonder if you remember the songs we used to hear. Somehow the sound of yesterday still brings your voice so near. The last time I saw your smile, I didn't know it was the last. I thought we'd meet again someday, like all the days we had. The last time I saw your smile still lives somewhere in my heart. Some memories never disappear, no matter how far apart. Maybe love was never meant to stay the way we dreamed. Maybe some of life's sweetest days are only meant to leave. The last time I saw your smile, I still remember every light. And when the old songs play again, I see you in the night. The last time I saw your smile, I keep it quietly inside, not as a love that had to stay, but as a beautiful goodbye. The evening rain is falling and the street is quiet now. I close my eyes for just a while and see your smile somehow. The summer evening slowly faded. Golden light was on the street. You were walking right beside me with the rhythm of our feet. We never talked about tomorrow. We were young enough to stay. Every little hour together felt like it would change. When the summer was ours, we never counted the hours. We only knew the evening sky and the way you looked at me. When the summer was ours, love was simple, love was ours. I still remember those quiet days like a song from long ago. There was music from the cafe and a bicycle passing by. You were laughing at the window while the moon was rising high. I can still remember clearly the perfume of the air and the little way you held my hand as if we'd always be there. When the summer was ours, we never counted the hours. We only knew the evening sky and the way you looked at me. When the summer was ours, love was simple, love was ours. I still remember those quiet days like a song from long ago. Years have passed like quiet water, and the streets have changed their names. But somewhere in my memory, that summer stays the same. When the summer was ours, we never counted the hours. Even though I see that evening sky whenever I remember you. When the summer was ours, love was simple, love was ours. And though the summer disappeared, its song is still with me. The evening slowly fades away, the old street turns to blue, and somewhere in the quiet night I remember you. I found a little cafe where we used to meet at night. The chairs were almost empty underneath the fading light. I sat beside the window and watched the people go somewhere beyond the city. I wondered where you were. At a table by the window, I remember you tonight. The coffee slowly growing cold beneath the yellow light. At a table by the window, I can almost hear your voice. Some memories never leave us, even when we have no choice. The waiter brought my coffee just the way you used to drink. For a moment I was back there before I had the time to think. The old song on the radio was one we used to know. I smiled a little sadly and let the memory go. At a table by the window, I remember At a table by the window, I can almost hear your voice. Some memories never leave us, even when we have no choice. Maybe love is sometimes just a place we leave behind, but every now and then it comes back into our minds. At a table by the window, I remember you tonight. The city slowly turning blue outside the fading light. At a table by the window, I don't need to ask you why. Some beautiful old memories are never meant to die. The cafe is closing slowly, the street is quiet now. I leave the empty table and walk into the night. We drove along the coastline with the windows open wide. The afternoon was golden and the blue was on our side. You never said where we were going, I never needed to know. The little towns were passing as the summer moved so slow. On the road along the sea, you were sitting next to me. Nothing mattered for a while except the sunlight and your smile. On the road along the sea, there was nowhere else to be. I still remember how it felt to have the whole world to ourselves. A small cafe beside the harbor had a table in the shade. We stopped there for an hour and watched the little boats go by. You were talking about tomorrow, I was listening to your voice. Those simple afternoons were some of my favorite days. On the road along the sea, you were sitting next to me. Nothing mattered for a while except the sunlight and your smile. On the road along the sea, there was nowhere else to be. I still remember how it felt to have the whole world to ourselves. Years can change the places and the people we once knew, but sometimes one old summer road can bring me back to you. Afternoon was warm and bright, and everything felt right. On the road along Every time I see the sea, I think a little of you. The evening slowly settles on the streets we used to know. The shops are closing one by one, and people start to go. I walk beneath the streetlights with your memory by my side. There are so many things I never said and never could decide. When the lights go down and the city turns to blue, I find a little piece of yesterday whenever I think of you. When the lights go down and the streets become so still, I can hear the old familiar song playing softly in my heart. The window of the cafe still has flowers by the door. I wonder if you ever passed that way like you did before. A taxi disappears around the corner in the rain, and for a moment I can almost feel your hand inside my hand. When the lights go down and the city turns to blue, I find a little piece of yesterday whenever I think of you. When the lights go down and the streets become so still, I can hear the old familiar song playing softly in my heart. We don't have to turn the clock, we don't have to change the past. Some memories are beautiful because they couldn't last. When the lights go down and the city turns to blue, I keep a little piece of yesterday and all the days with you. When the lights go down and the night is almost gone, somewhere in the quiet morning your memory carries on. The street is almost empty, the last light disappears. I walk home slowly through the night and leave you with the years. The afternoon was golden and the town was almost still. We walked along the old stone road beyond a little hill. You bought a simple postcard from a shop beside the square and wrote a few words on the back as if I wasn't there. It was just a summer afternoon, nothing more, nothing less. But somehow all these years later, I remember it the best. It was just a summer afternoon with the sunlight in your hair. I didn't know those little moments would become memories to share. We stopped beside the fountain and watched the waterfall. You smiled when I was talking about nothing much at all. The church bell rang at 4 o'clock, a soft and distant sound. And for a little while that day, the world just slowed right down. It was just a summer afternoon, nothing more, nothing less. But somehow all these years later, I remember it the best. It was just a summer afternoon with the sunlight in your hair. I didn't know those little moments would become memories to share. Some days don't need a reason, some days don't need a name. They stay inside our hearts and never quite become the same. It was just a summer afternoon, a quiet day from long ago. But every time the sunlight fades, I feel that summer glow. It was just a summer afternoon, and somehow I can see the little town, the fading light, and you beside me. The years have gone so quietly, but one thing still remains. A summer afternoon that lives inside my memory. Rain was falling on the old street when I saw you walking by. You were holding up your coat and looking at the sky. I remember that old corner where we stopped beneath the light. You were laughing at the weather as we walked into the night. Rain on the old street, rain on the memories. Every little drop reminds me of the way we used to be. Rain on the old street, falling softly through the night. Somewhere in the sound of rain, I still see you in the light. There was music from a window and a taxi passing slow. You were talking about tomorrow. I was afraid to let you go. We found shelter in a cafe near the end of the avenue, and the rain stayed on the windows while I sat across from you. Rain on the old street, rain on the memories. Every little drop reminds me of the way we used to be. Rain on the old street, falling softly through the night. Somewhere in the sound of rain, change a feeling, maybe time can make it fade. But some nights the rain remembers every promise that we made. Rain on the old street, rain is falling once again. And for just a little while, I'm walking with you then. Rain on the old street, underneath the evening sky. I don't need to hold the moment, I can let the memory lie. The rain is getting softer, the street is quiet now. I turn and walk away, but I still remember how. Station lights were glowing on a quiet evening train. You were standing by the window while I waited in the rain. We talked about the places we had always dreamed to see. A little town beside the ocean, somewhere far from here. The train we never took still waits inside my mind. The road we never traveled is somewhere left behind. The train we never took could have carried us away. But sometimes dreams are beautiful because they never change. The platform clock was moving and the night was getting late. You looked at me so quietly, as if we had to wait. A whistle sounded softly from the station down the line. He smiled and said tomorrow, as if tomorrow would be ours. The train we never took still waits inside my mind. The road we never traveled is somewhere left behind. The train we never took could have carried us away. But sometimes dreams are beautiful because they never change. Years have passed between us like trains that disappear. But sometimes when I hear one, I feel that you are near. The train we never took still travels in my dreams, through little towns and quiet nights and places we have seen. The train we never took will always have a place somewhere inside the memory of your familiar face. The station lights grow dimmer, the last train disappears. I stand beside the empty track and listen to the years. flowers by the window and the sound of summer heat. We found a table in the corner where the afternoon was bright, and watched the people passing in the golden evening light. At the little cafe in June, we forgot about the time. You were smiling in the sunlight and your hand was holding mine. At the little cafe in June, everything was soft and slow. I didn't know a simple afternoon could be something I'd remember so. You ordered coffee slowly, and I asked for something sweet. A little music from the radio was playing down the street. The old man at the next table was reading yesterday's news, and somehow in that moment there was nothing else to lose. At the little cafe in June, we forgot about the time. You were smiling in the sunlight and your hand was holding mine. At the little cafe in June, everything was soft and slow. I didn't know a simple afternoon could be something I'd remember so. Maybe happiness is hidden in the smallest things we do. A quiet road, a summer day, a little time with you. At the little cafe in June, I can see it all again. The flowers by the window and the sunlight on the rain. At the little cafe in June, even after all these years, that little afternoon remains one of my sweetest memories. The village street is quiet, the evening sky turns blue, and somewhere in that little cafe, I still remember you. The night was almost over when you turned and walked away. The city lights were shining at the ending of the day. I stood beside the corner and watched you disappear. There were words I never told you and words I couldn't hear. After the last goodbye, when the city falls asleep, I still remember your voice and the promises we keep. After the last goodbye, when the streets are empty blue, there is always one small corner where I still remember you. The cafe lights were fading one by one along the street. a memory beside me, wondering if tomorrow would finally set me free. After the last goodbye, when the city falls asleep, I still remember your voice and the promises we keep. After the last goodbye, when the streets are empty blue, there is always one small corner where I still remember you. Some goodbyes are never finished, some memories never fade. We simply learn to carry them through every road we take. After the last goodbye, when the morning starts to rise, I can leave the past behind me, but I won't forget your eyes. After the last goodbye, when the old night disappears, I will keep the gentle memory of the love we had for years. The city wakes so slowly, the street begins to shine. I walk into the morning and leave the past behind. Is slowly fading, and the streets are almost still. A little light is waiting beyond the distant hill. I walk along the river with the morning on its way, thinking of the things we lost and the things we couldn't say. Before the morning comes, I think of you once more. The quiet streets are shining like they did before. Before the morning comes, I let the memories stay. Then I watch the sky grow brighter and slowly walk away. Brighten one by one across the town. A baker opens up his door as the darkness settles down. Somewhere a train is leaving for another distant place, and for a moment I remember the softness of your face. Before the morning comes, I think of you once more. The quiet streets are shining like they did before. Before the morning comes, I let the memories stay. Then I watch the sky grow brighter and slowly walk away. Because I want you back, but because you were part of my life. sky is turning silver, the city starts to wake. I leave the night behind me and follow where the morning takes me. Beside the harbor as the afternoon grew warm, the little boats were moving quietly beyond the shore. You said we should be leaving before the evening came, but neither one of us was ready to walk away. The day we stayed until sunset was the day I still remember. We watched the golden sky turn slowly into blue. The day we stayed until sunset, we didn't need to say goodbye. We only held each other's hands and watched the evening come. A little cafe by the water was closing for the night. The chairs were on the pavement beneath the fading light. You smiled and said tomorrow would bring another day, but somehow I already knew that things would change. The day we stayed until sunset was the day I still remember. We watched the golden sky turn slowly into blue. The day we stayed until sunset, we didn't need to say goodbye. We only held each other's hands and watched the evening come. Some moments ask for nothing, they simply pass us by. But years can make them precious, like colors in the sky. The day we stayed until sunset still lives inside my mind. The little harbor lights, the sea beneath the sky. The day we stayed until sunset, I keep it quietly with me, a beautiful old memory of who we used to be. The harbor lights are shining, the evening has begun. I still remember that old day when we stayed until sunset. There was a letter waiting at the little post office. I knew it would be from you before I saw your name. I walked along the old street with the envelope in my hand, and every little window reminded me of you. A letter from the old town, a few words on a page, but somehow those simple words could take me back again. A letter from the old town, from somewhere far away. I read it in the afternoon and carried it all day. You wrote about the weather and the little street you knew. You said the flowers were blooming and the sky was always blue. There wasn't much to tell me, but I read it twice that night, because your words were all I had to make the distance small. A letter from the old town, a few words on a page, but somehow those simple words could take me back again. A letter from the old town, from somewhere far away. I read it in the afternoon and carried it all day. Years have passed since then, and the letter has grown old, but sometimes I still hear your voice inside those words I hold. A letter from the old town, still resting in my drawer. The paper has become so thin, but I remember more. The letter from the old town, a memory in my hands. Some loves may disappear, but some will always remain. The old street turns to evening, the post office closes slow. I keep your letter with me wherever I may go. We walked along the mountain road with the morning in the air. The lake was shining far below, and you were standing there. You didn't say a word to me, and neither did I. We only watched the clouds move slowly across the open sky. Where the mountains meet the sky, I still remember you and I, walking slowly through the morning light with nothing left to say. Where the mountains meet the sky, the world seemed far away, and for a little while we forgot about the days. A little village waited at the end of the road. We stopped beside a wooden fence and watched the river flow. You picked a tiny flower and gave it quietly to me. I kept it in an old book for many years to see. Where the mountains meet the sky, I still remember you and I, walking slowly through the morning light with nothing left to say. Where the mountains was deep blue. And every time I see that sky, I think a little of you. Was quiet in the evening when we used to walk back home. The little lights were shining and the night was ours alone. You always walked beside me, never rushing through the night. We talked about the simplest things beneath the yellow light. The street where we used to walk still looks the same to me. The old stone walls, the quiet lights, the shadows of the trees. The street where we used to walk still holds a little sound of two people talking softly as the night came falling down. A little hotel with flowers by the door. You said you'd like to stay there if we ever came once more. The window of the bakery was glowing warm and bright, and somewhere in the distance a church bell marked the night. Still looks the same to me. The old stone walls, the quiet lights, the shadows of the trees. The street where we used to walk still holds a little sound of two people talking softly as the night came falling down. To go back there to know what we once had. Some places stay forever inside the heart we carry. The street where we used to walk still comes to me at night whenever I remember those quiet days of life. The street where we used to walk is somewhere in my mind, a little road of yesterday that time could never leave behind. The lights are still glowing, the old street is still there, and sometimes in the evening I feel you walking near. A quiet place, a little wooden table, and sunlight on your face. We have been walking all day with nowhere we had to be, and somehow that small moment felt like enough for me. Somewhere by the lake I still remember you. A boat was moving gently across the quiet water. You watched it for a moment and smiled without a word. The mountains turned to silver as the afternoon grew old, and everything around us was painted soft with gold. Somewhere by the lake I still remember you, the water moving slowly beneath the evening blue. Somewhere by the lake the world was far away. We had a little time together and nothing more to say. I don't remember every word we said that afternoon, but I remember how the sunlight stayed with us until the moon. Somewhere by the lake I can see it all again. The little boat, the mountains, the fading light at 10. Somewhere by the lake your memory remains. A quiet summer afternoon that time could never change. The water still is moving, the mountains still are blue, and somewhere by the lake I still remember you. There was a garden in the summer behind an old stone wall. We used to sit beneath the roses and listen to them fall. The afternoon was quiet, the sunlight soft and warm, and every little moment there felt safe from every storm. The garden we remember is still inside my heart, where every flower seemed to know the story from the start. The garden we remember, where we were young and free. I sometimes close my eyes at night and you're still there with me. The fountain kept on singing a quiet little tune. The shadows moved so slowly beneath the afternoon. You picked a rose beside me and placed it in my hand. You never said forever, but I think I understand. The garden we remember is still inside my heart, where every flower seemed to know the story from the start. The garden we remember, where we were young and free. I sometimes close my eyes at night and you're still there with me. Some gardens disappear, some flowers lose their day, a place where we were free. The evening comes so softly, the garden fades from view, but every rose I see today still reminds me of you. Open before us, and the evening sky was wide. You were sitting by the window with the sunlight by your side. The fields were turning golden as the day began to fade. We didn't know where we were going, and we didn't need a place. Driving into the evening with the whole world far behind, just a road and fading sunlight, and your hand inside of mine. Driving into the evening as the sky was turning gold. Some journeys stay forever in the stories that we hold. We stopped beside a roadside where the wildflowers grew. You stepped outside the car and watched the evening through. A little town was waiting beyond the distant hill. We stayed there for a moment and let the world stand still. Driving into the evening with the whole world far behind, just the road and fading sunlight, and your hand inside of mine. Driving into the evening as the sky was turning gold. Some journeys stay forever in the stories that we hold. Maybe we were meant to go, but every mile we traveled left a memory of its own. Driving into the evening, I can see that road again. The golden fields beside us, the quiet summer wind. Driving into the evening with the sunset in our eyes. Somewhere in my memory, that old road never ends. The road goes on forever beneath the fading sky. I drive through the evening and let the old days pass me by. Beside the harbor as the evening turned to blue, the little boats were moving and I was walking next to you. The lights began to shimmer across the quiet sea. And for a little while that night, you were all I needed. Walking by the harbor with the evening in our eyes, we didn't need a reason, we just watched the colors change. Walking by the harbor as the little lights came on, I still remember that quiet walk long after you were gone. A fisherman was waiting beside his little boat. The sound of distant laughter was floating from the road. We stopped beside the water and listened to the waves. He said you liked the evening because it made you feel safe. Walking by the harbor with the evening in our eyes, we didn't need a reason, we just watched the colors change. Walking by the harbor as the little lights came on, I still remember that quiet walk long after you were gone. There are places we remember not because of what we saw, but because of who was with us and how we felt it all. Walking by the harbor, I can see that evening still. The boats beneath the fading light, the quiet distant hill. Walking by the harbor, your memory comes to me. A little walk beside the sea that time could never take from me. The harbor lights are glowing, the night is calm and blue. I walk beside the water and think a little of you. We walk beside the harbor as the evening turned to blue. The little boats were moving and I was walking next to you. The lights began to shimmer across the quiet sea, and for a little while that night you were all I needed. Walking by the harbor with the evening in our eyes, we didn't need a reason, we just watched the colors change. Walking by the harbor as the little lights came on, I still remember that quiet walk long after you were gone. A fisherman was waiting beside his little boat. The sound of distant laughter was floating from the road. We stopped beside the water and listened to the waves. You said you liked the evening because it made you feel safe. Walking by the harbor with the evening in our eyes, we didn't need a reason, we just watched the colors change. us and how we felt it all. Walking by the harbor, I can see that evening still. The boats beneath the fading light, the quiet distant hill. Walking by the harbor, your memory comes to me. A little walk beside the sea that time could never take from me. The harbor lights are glowing, the night is calm and blue. I walk beside the water and think a little of you.